welcome back to my channel. My name is Push, aka the Creative Queer, the masculine cotton eating queen, and welcome back to yet another video. Thank you so much for clicking on this here video and deciding to watch this channel. As promised, I said so last week that we are going to have new and exciting things on this channel. So I introduced to you the new segment of the show. It's called Street Chronicles. On Street Chronicles, we are going to be discussing any and everything that has to do with the dating world up in the queer streets. We know that we cannot unpack it the same way as the heterosexuals do it. Hence, So on this week's episode, we are going to be discussing breakups. I asked you guys on Instagram to answer me this one question. What is, or describe that one moment in a relationship where you felt like this is not going to last? We all have those moments. I think for me, personally, as a dismissive avoidant, I've had many of those moments, I think, in my past relationships. And I didn't speak up right then and there because I don't trust what I feel in the moment. And I wait and I wait and I wait. And up until the point where I feel so much resentment that when I really do say it, it comes off very cold and aggressive. I've since gone to therapy and I'm working on it. So let's chat about some of the moments that you've had. So I asked you on Instagram, like I said, and this is what you guys had to say. Let's roll the bumper before I do that. What's I mean? The first one says, when she started talking to me, she was at her lowest and would want something from me, but too busy when I need her. I was like, no, going forward with this will only hurt me. Hey guys, not only punctuated because I'm reading everything as one sentence, but I get how you type it. This is why punctuation is important. But anyway, that's besides the point. So she said she started talking to someone and they were only needing them when they were at their lowest. But right, and yeah, I get this. It makes sense. It sounds to me like a red flag. I feel like in relationships are reciprocal in both good and bad moments. Being able to support someone is good, but it also, as the supportee, the person who's supporting you at your lowest, you're expanding your energy to somebody else. So when you're always giving, always supporting, it's really expanding energy. And I think personally, from experience, it's a red flag. I've never gone away to any relationship. I know, yes, it's two of you against the world, I guess. But now as an individual, you have your community, you have your family, you have your friends. So stop using your partners as the only support structure that you have. You have other people in your life that you can use for support. So kudos to you for leaving that situation. Definitely somebody who's always needing you when you're at your lowest and rocking in the streets when they're at their highest is not somebody that you should be in a relationship with, okay? Okay. She kept responding late to my text messages and not participating in the conversation. In the conversations I tried to have, I didn't need anything more to make me realize that I need to leave. Now, if you're in a relationship and you don't want to be responding to your partner, that's a bit of an issue because when you're in a relationship, at any inconvenience, inclination of wanting to speak to your partner all the time. Now, that in that context, yeah, it's definitely a red flag. But if this is a talking stage, I have my reservations. Because there's people like me who don't want to be back and forth texting. I think, especially for me, post-pandemic, I don't really like back and forth texting. I prefer a city FaceTime or video call, or let's meet up for lunch and chat. But back and forth texting each and every day, how was your day?
Okay, editing push here. Listening back to what I had to say, I definitely think I did not listen to the whole question. And in retrospect, I do think that if the content of the conversation that you're both having is just not gelling well to the way that you would want it to be, it definitely is an indicator that this will not last. Anyway, back to the video.
Next, when I saw a missed call from her ex and he admitted that they still talk to and do each other favors, I didn't end the relationship but later did because he got back with her. See, first of all, if there's an ex in the picture, it's already a red flag. Guys, why ningalahla ma ex? Asifuni ukulahla ma ex. Hey, kithi why ningalahla ma ex? Asifuni ukulahla ma ex. That is literally the whole queer community. What is wrong with you guys? Like, why ama ex? I was on Sandawa, literally. Like, oh my god. Okay, let's read this thing again. She says, or they say, when I saw a missed call from his ex and he admitted that they still talk and do favors. It's a red flag. Okay, first of all, you're right for leaving. In fact, you were wrong for staying. You should have left when you saw that missed call. Listen, man, with exes, I don't get it. I'm not somebody that has a lingering ex. When I'm done with somebody, I am done. Okay? I will be obsessed with you in the relationship, but when I am done, I am done. And just purely because when I leave a relationship, I know that I'm leaving because X was not satisfied, or my needs were not satisfied in a certain way, or in a way that I needed my needs to be satisfied. And I've contemplated on the decision, I've thought about it, I've talked to my friends about it. I've done a lot of contemplating and thinking, and when I make that final decision, it is done. There is no going back. So umntu who is still entertaining their ex, for me, it's very dishonest. It shows somebody that lacks integrity. To say that you want to start something new with somebody else and then still be entertaining into zakdala. Like, just finish the business that you have to do with your ex. Like, I don't understand what's wrong with going back to your ex while you're like still single. I can't be wrong. Go back. Yeah, as many times until we enough. I just don't get the part of introducing somebody new into your life, being dishonest with them, ruining the potential of this new thing because of interact. Hey, it doesn't make sense to me. Please correct me in the comment section, guys. How do you guys feel about exes? Because this happens quite a lot I think, and I'm experiencing now that I'm back in the dating world, that a lot of you guys are not letting go of your exes. Go to therapy. What's going on? Let's have a broader discussion about this, because I really do want to understand what is it with exes, with queers and their exes. Finish it, be final. Even if your ex wena final about where you stand with your ex, and they must know where you stand with them. Like, guys. Anyway, back to you, girl. You dodged a bullet. You should have dodged the bullet the first time when you saw that missed call and they were still doing each other favors and having some sort of a relationship. Yeah. Next one is, I traveled from PE to CPT. The sheets had stains. Pillowcase there I knew it was chai. Guys, it's a red flag. No ways. Guys, ubuxeleku is so disgusting. First of all, like, you knew she was coming. She traveled from the Eastern Cape to the Western Cape. That's at least a 12-hour drive if she was using a bus. So you were sitting there for 12 hours knowing very well uyeza ukhona owakho ozayo enxesiza wena kumdaka mtheneke endlini yakho. Hi, come on, guys. That person definitely was not serious about you. I'm sorry you had to go through that. I would be so stressed because I'm just like, now you're stuck in the Western Cape and it's not like next or when you have to like book a flight or book a bus. I really hope you had your return tickets, because mnabenga sozinhlale apho noma ngaphuma inyoka apho and how are you even gonna have sex, guys? Like, it's just disgusting. Sorry, I can't. The next one says, she started pulling away. To be honest, it was small things. How she stopped calling me baby. The text began dry, or the text began dry. She was always busy and never had time whenever we planned something. She'd pull a sorry I can't last minute. She told me she wasn't ready for us to be together. That's okay, it goes on. Isn't ready for us to be together, but that's the funny part I think she wanted to say, because she got into a relationship within the last week we stopped talking. I guess she wasn't ready to be with me, and I wish she would have told me. Whole time she was tweeting about her girlfriend. I thought it was me, but no. Lol, yeah, that really hurt me. Yo, hi guys. Ibhlungu lento, yes. And I've done it before in the past. Oh no, not the cheating part. The part about, okay, well, let me first clarify what I've done in the past. It's hard to hide how you feel, I think, as a human being, even though we do it so often. So when the texts run dry, when she's not calling you baby, she's not being endearing, she's not holding you the same way, those are all red flags that this person does not want to be here. And unfortunately, I know that those last moments in a relationship when you're holding on to the relationship, and now it's sort of as on the receiving end, you're wondering, what am I doing wrong? What do I need to do more of? Because this person is not calling you baby, they're not being endearing, they're not touching you, but they're not dumping you either. So you kind of like in this limbo situation, or in this limbo phase where it's at the end, but it's not at the end. You feel like you can still save something, but definitely it's starting to crumble when the endearing terms are no longer used and all of that. So I understand that. That's what I meant by I've done this before, where I've sat in a relationship maybe for a few months where I'm not calling them baby. We're done, and I'm done mentally, but I'm still in the relationship. And the part about Chiti Shasana, and she was in a relationship after a week after you guys broken up. Guys, how do you juggle? Yes, guys are players in these streets. How do you guys juggle all of that? Like, that's messy. Man, I'm so sorry. That time she's tweeting, I'd have a heart attack. That time you're thinking, I'm the girl, and you're not the girl. You can't, guys. Next one says, when I realized that she would always prioritize her wants, even if it meant hurting me. And unfortunately, people inherently are takers. They will take. So there's no one in a relationship that can advocate for you more than you. You need to know what you want, and you need to speak up for yourself. Relationship, you have to go in once again. You don't prioritize the needs zako. You make sure that whatever you do in the relationship caters for the needs of the partner. Next one is, she told me that cheating on me with her ex had nothing to do with me. Said she was trying to heal. How the fuck are you trying to heal when you are still entertaining into Zakdala, guys? I understand you wanting to have sex with your partner and having that unfinished business. My point is, finish that business. What forces you to take this business that is unfinished and take the new business and mix it all together? It does not make sense. What is going on? Guys, please tell me in the comment section. Dim Orongo Okanye. Am I asking too much of you guys as people to say, just be someone honor integrity, who means what they say and who finishes izinto nabantu? Yekani lendo yokuye ex. Haibo. How are you healing with your ex? I don't get it. I literally don't get it. I need somebody in the comment section to please just enlighten me. Yeah, I'm so sorry. I'm glad you dodged a bullet, because this is so toxic, I think. Because number one, you're doing something wrong by cheating on your partner with your ex. Number two, you're justifying your actions by saying that you're healing. How are you healing? How is I don't understand. Somebody make me understand. I have to go to the bush and weep right now. Let me just go to the bush and weep, because what the fuck? Next one says, he said he didn't have friends during the talking stage and that I'd be his only friend if singajola. That's not even attractive, not even the least bit. Somebody who does not have friends is a red flag. I'm sorry. Because I think as a person, like I said, you need community. You need those people that are going to reflect to you your reality. You need those people that are going to mirror to you who you are. You need somebody to validate your experience as a person in life, and you need somebody that's going to call you out. Like, oh, wrong, who's keeping you accountable? Who's saying, Pumelela, or tell you want to be the best YouTuber? What are you doing about that? Yeah, who doesn't have their own life, red flag. It's going to end in tears. The next one says, when everything I did was not enough, although I did everything for her, even ignored my love languages to meet hers, but nothing was enough. But what really opened my eyes was the fact that I was afraid to address issues with her because I didn't want to upset her, although she was being hurtful. Yo guys, ningabos ignorisha needs zenu in a relationship in order to accommodate omnye umntu. She says here she ignored her own love languages. Imagine what is filling you up in the relationship if somebody's not speaking your love language, if somebody's not filling your cup. Like, how are you getting your needs met in the relationship? You know, I'm so sad that you felt like in the relationship the only way to make it work is for you to put your needs aside and put theirs in front so that this thing can work. Yeah, when that starts to happen, you must know, focus on me. And also that thing of being afraid that, if I speak up, I'm gonna upset my partner. When you start feeling like that, yes, it's not gonna work. You should, I think, in a relationship be able to openly speak about what your needs are and how those needs need to be met and how they're not being met currently. So I'm sorry, girl. I'm sorry. The next one reads, baby girl was just too slow for I went Jaini. She says, baby girl was just too slow for me. We would do something together, right? 4 minutes later, when I bring it up, I will have to spend 10 minutes explaining what I'm thinking about. And then she'll be like, oh, that, I remember. On top of that, she couldn't hold a conversation about anything. No ways. I get it. Also, I think I grew up around Umama that was very, she was very, very, very active, very alive, very aggressive, very like strong. So so I get I get it a lot in maybe in black family dynamics. Is easily bullied, and it's people don't like that. So I get that, and it makes you very impatient as umuntu. But I get that there's also people who are more timid, more, call them gentle spirits. They have their own people, and I'm not one of them, unfortunately. And it seemingly that person was not for you if you felt like they were too slow, or you were impatient with them, like with their thought processing. It was a bit slow for you. So it's understandable, and I think there is somebody out there for them. It just is not you. I get it. It seems like a stupid reason, but it actually is very valid, because it goes back to maybe to how you guys are going to communicate in the relationship. Maybe the person won't be attentive. Maybe they won't listen to how your needs can be met. Maybe they won't get things in the way that you're explaining them. So it could sort of, as silly as it sounds on the surface, I think perhaps in the relationship it could get worse. So I think you were justified in not wanting to continue with that talking stage because umuntu slow, even though it's kind of fun. The next one says She was very emotionally unavailable, didn't want to be accountable for anything in the relationship. When I tried communicating my concerns, she would always find a way to make me look like I'm at fault. Oh, the disrespect when we're fighting. Woo! And I'd always be the one to apologize after a fight. Yeah, emotionally unavailable people don't know that they're emotionally unavailable. That's number one. So I think as a person who's on the receiving end, you need to know how to spot somebody who's emotionally unavailable. And you will only spot those people if you yourself are in therapy and you know your own status of your emotional availability. But somebody who also doesn't want to take accountability. And I understand sometimes there's these disagreements, or there's the notion that, oh, I didn't mean to make you feel this way. Oh, this is not how I meant it. And this is how people get out of an apology. The point is, you did something that exerted an energy. When that energy landed on my lap, it made me feel X. Now you need to take responsibility for your action of expanding that energy towards me. Doesn't matter what you intended. It's about how it landed on my lap, and that is what you need to apologize for. So I know people get away with making gaslighting them, basically making them feel like what you're feeling is wrong because this is what has actually happened. They misconstrue the facts to make it look like we're wrong. So it does sound like this person is gaslighting you, or was gaslighting you, and you having to end up apologizing for something that there's no need for mama apologize. You were just stating your needs, and then argument. I've definitely in the past been in a situation where I tell somebody, this is how you make me feel, and they don't want to apologize. Like, oh, you're always saying you're just so sensitive. Who feels like you're just so sensitive, you're too sensitive. And it's not going to end well. So that's definitely a red flag, and I'm glad you're out of that situation, honey, because I hope not getting good situations. Because yeah, you need to be accountable for what you say to your partner and how it lands on your partner's lap. Oh, I think that was the last one. Yeah, I think the others, guys, you guys were commenting on my thing and you were complimenting me. Thank you so much for the compliment. Thank you so much, guys, for participating. Because you guys have been asking me my breakup woes, and it's interesting to find out that, you know, we go through the same things, I think, as queers. What I do want to unpack a bit further, though, is indaba exes. I am actually going to make an episode about this because we do need to unpack this a bit further. If anybody in your talking stage or anything is still entertaining their ex, boyasba, it's not going to work, my sweetie, my love. Thank you so much for participating. Thank you so much for answering my questions. I hope you took something away from this discussion about breakups, man. Always be present with yourself. You can never predict when a breakup is going to happen. I think what I've learned mostly from my relationship as well, or my failed relationships, is that I need to be present and I need to do the work for myself, and I need to know what I feel when I feel it, so that I can absolutely, without a doubt and with the utmost certainty, know the very moment where I need to end a relationship, where I can describe and say, I knew this was the end when they did A, B, and C. And I can only know that through knowing myself. So I always commend and I highly recommend therapy or read a book or whatever it is. Always be doing the internal work to get to know yourself, because not only does it benefit your relationship, but it also benefits other areas of your life, because how we show up in relationships is how we show up in every other aspect of our lives. So with that said, thank you so much for answering my questions. I'll see you in the next video, man. I don't know what we'll be talking about next time on Street Chronicles. You need to do like a young jingle for Street Chronicles. But thank you so much. The sunlight is going down. Asnambani in the area. I had to rush home to come and tape this, but I'm glad I've reached the end. I hope you guys did enjoy it. Breakups are hard. Please keep in touch with your community. And why I'm my ex? No. Thank you so much for watching, guys. I'll see you in the next video. Peace in the Middle East.